This is the Big Bad Deja Vu FM.com.
Youngman, welcome to Deja.
What's going on?
I'm good, how are you?
Really, really good. Thanks for having me.
That's alright, anytime. All kind of blowing up for you right now, quite quickly as well. Your new single, Who Knows, out 29th of January.
Yeah.
And I understand it's a collaboration with Scream on
That's
your
right,
production.
yeah. It's getting close now. It's just like, comes out on Sunday. So, like, mental week leading up to it. I was lucky enough to do Maida Vale for One Extra on Monday, did a live session, and I'm doing in New Music with Trust in Hull tomorrow actually for Radio 1 live, so
yeah.
Going to be doing like the acoustic thing and the thing with my DJ and that, so yeah, it's cool.
Are you excited about that? Is that something that you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because my whole development process has like very much been founded on MCing and doing stuff in the clubs, and now I'm able to like actually really showcase my artistry. So, you know, I'm getting like 20 minutes or half an hour to just sing or just spit, just perform, which is nice.
It is. The Guardian have called you the male Katy B. How do you feel about that? And do you think that just because you've worked with Scream, you've now got that Rinse FM association, and like it's why you're getting the comparison, or do you know, is it something you're happy about?
I'm very, very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. I mean, Katie's a friend of mine, and I think she's absolutely amazing. And I love what she's managed to achieve, like on the underground and mainstream as well. So if I can emulate that, great. But at the same time, I'm not like counting my chickens too soon. I'm just staying humble, staying hard work, and hopefully I'll do good too.
Yeah, I hope so. I think that it's quite refreshing that you've got sort of like an R&B vocal, should we say, on a dubstep beat. Is that the sound that you wanted to come with, like saying, you know, this is who I am, this is my sound, or are we going to see a lot of different stuff from you?
Yeah, I think you're going to see quite an evolution on the album. Like, the way I like to describe my sound is like cutting edge UK based music fused with soulful vocals with a twist, and you know, obviously I spit as well, so there's times when I like wordplay and like cheeky and sexy lyrics and that, so yeah, I mean, would I say it's R&B meets dubstep? Oh, it's definitely been said that, but I think on the rest of my album you will see a real soulful, more jazzy side to my vocal as well.
Okay. What, so will it be like slower tempos, maybe not just a dubstep thing, is it?
Yeah, there's going to be various tempos. There's definitely going to be some drum and bass tempo.
Okay.
And I think there'll be some down tempo bits as well.
Yeah.
Probably a couple like 130, like more like funky bits as well. It's
no slow jams though. No.
Oh, definitely. But I've actually done this slow jam on a 140 track.
Okay.
It's produced by Breakage, and it's undoubtedly a slow jam. The first line is actually slow jam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Didn't even set it up.
Slow jam, no 140. That's the first line on the song, so look out for that one.
All right, I'll check it out. The UK, you know, what everyone's talking about is that it's been at its healthiest state at the moment. Like, it's ridiculous. Loads of people are getting signed left, right, and centre. How do you see yourself fitting in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, it's mental. I mean, I think the way that Tiny Temper did it, I think 2 years ago, and the way that Wretch done it last year, like, I'd love to try and emulate that, like, ultimately, like, 2012, that'd be great. And I just feel like the scene's really strong, like, even outside of, you know, the buzzword that is dubstep and the massive drum and bass out at the moment. Like, when I look across the spectrum of UK music, there's so many people doing great things, you know, from Doc Rotten to I really, really like, you know, even like, they've got like people like Maverick Saba, and there's just like a really, really good broad spectrum of great UK music which is crossing over, and it's still representing the UK underground.
Yeah, definitely. So do you feel that you're looking at, maybe you've been an underground artist, now you're going for that sort of mainstream success, like as we spoke about, maybe emulating Katy B, where she's not fully, you know, sold herself out at all.
Yeah.
So that kind of style.
I would say, I mean, this is the thing as well. It's like, let's just be clear about this. Like, I've never ever changed what I've done. It's weird. I've always made music that I liked, and I've always going to continue to do that with somebody like Shy FX and Benga as executive producers of the album. You're not going to hear anything on my album that isn't cool. As simple as that. That's not going to be involved in their sets. So I'm just going to carry on making the music that I like, and I hope that everybody else will like it too.
Yeah, okay. So you said cool music. Is it going to be, are they going to be deep, meaningful lyrics, would you say, in your sound?
There's a couple of those ones, yeah. Well, this is it. I've wrote 60 tracks already for the album.
Okay.
And I want to try and write about another 20, 25 in like the next couple weeks. Well, the next 4 to 6 weeks actually. So there's deep moments. There's some emotional moments. The album's called Me and My Music, and I try and, you know, like show people all elements of me and all elements of the music I like as well. So it really is a broad spectrum, but there's party, hype, cheeky, quite simple, you know, tracks, and then there's some deeper moments as well.
Okay. You've got a lot of live dates coming up, I believe, and one of them is with Example. What's that going to be like? Are you any plans to work with him or something like that?
I'm well excited. I'm really, really excited. Like, Example's a mate of mine, and it was weird how it came about, but I literally got like a call from my manager and that saying that, you know, Example's asked you to, you know, to go on his Arena UK tour, like you're going to do like the O2 in London and that, and I was like, wow. He was like, yeah, it's going to be you, then Rich 42 is going to go on, then Example. And it was a weird one because then we was on tour together just now in Australia and New Zealand, and he didn't even know like all the dates I was doing, so it was mad. He was like, oh wow, like yeah, like sick, we're gonna have a great time. So he's definitely another one of those like ambassadors, like who I feel like I'm just so blessed to have, to be able to play stuff and to be able to make sure that my record is conveyed correctly.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a lot of jokes backstage with Example.
There's been some mental ones already, but don't think it's for your ears or eyes.
Come on, give us something. What happens?
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be mental.
Not going to tell us, though. What happened backstage?
Well, you know what I will do? Like, what happens backstage stays backstage. But what I will say is I've just started a plug. I've just started something called The Night Is Young. Right. And it's like a video diary series, because people are always asking me, what's it like to be on tour with Scream and Bengal? What's the Example like? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, well, I've got this little flip cam, which I'm just taking everywhere. I'm filming crazy stuff. And if you check out the video diaries, you'll get to see some of those bits you're referring to.
Okay. Has that come out yet? Or? Yeah,
the first 2 are online.
Alright. Where can people catch them?
You can go on youtube.com/Youngman Music.
Alright, we'll check that out. A question, well, my final question that I have to ask. Your name's Youngman. When he gets 50 and you're still making music, what is it going to be, like a P. Diddy, Puff Daddy situation?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be exactly that, I think. Well, people always say, what are you going to do when you're old? And I say this. It's like, if I've not done well enough for people to care that I want to change my name in the future, then I should probably pack it in. It's like, let's be real. Music is music. People love music. Yeah. And people love artists, no matter what they're called. You know what I mean? If Michael Jackson was called Sally, hey, he'd still love Michael Jackson.
He'd still be a weirdo as well.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm just going to roll like that. But for now, I'm Youngman.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.